morning, guys. Rachel here with PSP with your Monday circuit. For today's circuit, I thought we would utilize an outdoor circuit again. We do have fall starting to close in on us a bit. So I thought, if at all possible, if you can get outside today for this, do take it outside. If you can't, I'm going to give you a couple of alternative ideas for the cardio portion of this. We've got a couple of runs, a 100-meter run and a 200-meter run today. So if you have either kind of an area in a backyard or around your house, if you're out in a park, you can just kind of eyeball it, guys, even sort of counting sort of one pace as a meter. If you want to use a treadmill, if you have a treadmill in your home and you'd rather use a treadmill for this, feel free. If you can step out on a street, use a bit of the street for your run, feel free to do that. But like I say, I'll give you a couple ideas that you could do if you are stuck inside today and you don't have a lot of space for the cardio part. It's going to be three circuits, pardon me. Each one's going to be 10 minutes in length. So you're going to try to get through as many rounds as possible of the exercises and the run within that 10 minutes. At the end of each 10 minutes, guys, take a break, have a drink, and then set up for the next circuit. You're going to see a warm-up video at the start. There's going to be a cool-down video at the end, so feel free to use those as well. And we'll go through the exercises themselves. So circuit number 1 is going to be, ideally, if you had a little bit of a hill for this, that would be great. I just have a grassy hill in my yard, so I thought that would be a great spot for this. It's going to be a 20-meter hill sprint, and you're going to pair that with 10 push-ups, 10 rows, and a 30-second plank. So for the push-up, obviously you don't need any equipment at all. For the row, I'm just using a dumbbell today, but you could use anything that you have. If you happen to have a dumbbell, that's great. If you have a kettlebell, you could use a jug of water. You could use just whatever you have to add a bit of weight to that row today. So push-ups, guys, 2 ways to do them, either from our knees or our toes. But we're going to make sure that we're going to keep our core engaged, so we're not going to let ourselves kind of sag towards the floor, and we're not popping our bum to the sky. So it'll be a nice solid core. Okay, and then from here I'm going to aim to get my upper arm parallel to the ground and then push back up. I'm going to do 10 total. I could do them from my knees as well. Again, just making sure I kind of lock down that core, upper arm parallel to the ground, and press back through. So I'll do 10 of those. And then I'm going to use a dumbbell today. So I'm going to set up on one side. I'm going to row with my left. I'm just going to kind of brace with my right. My neck is in line with my spine. I'm going to lead with that elbow and just kind of draw back over my rib cage for 1, 2. I'm going to do 10 each side. If you want to just do 10 total, you could. If you're using a sandbag or something today where you're doing a double row, you could just do 10 total if you like. Following that, it's going to be a 30-second plank. So down in that plank position, elbows kind of tracking under the shoulders, nice solid core. I'm going to kind of clench my bottom. My feet are together, and I'm going to hold a nice solid plank for a nice slow 30 count. So you can just count that in your head, guys. You don't necessarily have to have a timer for that. As soon as I'm done that plank, I'm going to go on that 20-meter run again. If you don't have a hill, guys, if you don't have anything like that, just do like a 20-meter sprint. So same kind of distance that you're traveling for that force test, that 20 meters. So just maybe try to sprint out for 20 meters. If you have the energy to sprint back the 20 meters and then get right into those push-ups, do that. If you don't have the energy to do that, do your 20-meter sprint out and then just do either a recovery jog or a recovery walk back and get right into those push-ups. So it's the 20-meter run, 10 push-ups, 10 rows, a 30-second plank hold, and you're going to continue that for 10 minutes total, okay? So as many times as you can get through that in 10 minutes. Once you've had a break, you've had a drink, you're going to set up for the second circuit, which consists of 15 full drop burpees, so same movement pattern as our force test. We're going to have a 100-meter run this time, so 100 meters ideally, 100-meter run out, and then you're going to return that 100 meters doing walking lunges, okay? This one's all lower body. So this is going to be a real burner for the lower body. Then you're going to go into 30 body weight squats. You're going to repeat this for 10 minutes as well. So our full drop to the floor, guys, it's going to be a full drop to the floor. So chest and hips are to the floor. You can do that little hand release. Just get that clear in your head for your force test. Jump it up. We're going to do 15 of those. You could take all the jumping out of it if you want to. So hands to the floor, step it back. Do drop chest and hips to the floor. And then you simply would step it forward and stand it up. Take all the jumping out of it. You're then going to run out for 100 meters. Hopefully you have that space, either out on a street or if you're in a park. 100 meters out. And then we're going to just do walking lunges back. So it'll be just returning if you can, watching the knee isn't going out over the toe, doing walking lunges. If that's a bit too much volume for you guys, you could do maybe 1, 2 walking lunges and then walk it off for 4 paces, 2 walking lunges, walk it off for 4 paces, whatever's going to work for you today, okay? And then we're going to get into 30 body weight squats. So feet a little wider than shoulders or shoulder width apart, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going to keep my chest up, my eyes are up, I'm sitting back into my heels, and I'm going to really focus on pressing my knees out. I'm not going to let my knees collapse to the inside. So I'm going to go through 30 of those squats, and then I'm right back at the top with the 15 full drop burpees, the 100 meter run out, the walking lunge, or whatever is going to work for you. We've kind of talked about with that walking lunge back for 100 meters, and then 30 body weight squats. As many as I can get through of that circuit in the 10 minutes. Break, drink, third and final circuit. It's going to consist of some 20-second static holds and a 200-meter run. So, 20-second low squat hold. So we're going to, again, kind of set up what's comfortable for us for squatting. We're going to get into that nice low squat hold. I like to put my elbows just on the inside of my knees just to kind of remind me to try to press my knees out. And I'm going to hold for a nice slow 20 seconds count. Following that, I'm going to do an offset plank hold for 20 seconds. So as soon as the 20 seconds is done, I can do this one of 2 ways. So, easier way would be on my hands and knees, and you're going to think of it as the same movement as a bird dog. So offset my left hand and my right leg. So I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to try to get as much length as I can, and I'm going to hold. I'm going to really lock down my core. I'm not going to let my other shoulder drop, and I'm going to try to hold that nice tabletop for 20 seconds. If I want it a little harder, I'm going to come up into a high plank. I'm going to try to space my feet fairly wide so I have a nice stable platform. And I'm going to lift my opposite leg and opposite arm. I'm going to get myself into that position, and I'm going to hold for 20 seconds, okay? Once I'm done that, I'm going to go into a T-stand hold. So my T-stand hold, I'm going to find my balance on one leg. I'm going to hinge at my hips. I'm going to bring my arms out, and I'm going to try to form a bit of a T. So just a nice long, and I'm going to hold this for 20 seconds. As soon as the 20 seconds is up, I'm going to go into that offset plank hold on the opposite side. Once I've done the offset plank hold on the opposite side, I'm going to come back to that T-stand hold on the opposite side for 20 seconds. And then I'm going to head out on a 200-meter run. So ideally for this one, because it is our last circuit, I'm going to try to go fairly hard out for 100 meters and fairly hard back for 100 meters. Then I'll start at the top again with the 20-second low squat hold, the 20-second plank offset hold, the 20-second T-stand hold, 20-second plank offset hold on the other side, 20-second T-stand offset hold on the other side, and then my run for 200 meters. Again, trying to get through that as many times as I can in the 10 minutes, okay? If you don't don't want to do the run today, guys, or you don't have any space, if you wanted to just pick some sort of cardio that's going to keep your heart rate up for a minute, 2 minutes, so maybe skipping, high knees skipping for a minute for the 100-meter runs, 2 minutes for that 200-meter run, you could do something like that. If you have a set of stairs in your house, you're stuck inside today and you want to just do maybe some stair runs for a minute or stair runs for 2 minutes, you could do that as well, or just jogging in place, whatever's going to work for you. I'll post it underneath the outline for this so you'll be able to follow along as well. Okay, guys, have a great day. Happy Monday.